The haunting flash. Casually filming her roommate's cat from the cozy setting of her roommate's bed, YouTube user Lauren Constantino 1404 thought she was capturing just another cute moment for her YouTube channel. With the cat's eyes glistening from the dim hallway, she never expected the video to take a chilling turn. While recording, she noticed a brief, inexplicable anomaly, a fleeting incident so subtle that it was easy to miss. Later, curiosity got the better of her, and she reviewed the footage, meticulously going frame by frame to unravel the mystery. What she found left her not just spooked, but genuinely terrified. Around 2.5 seconds into filming, without using any camera flash, a bizarre light flashes across the screen in front of her cat. But what was it? If we slow down the video and pause it right at the precise moment of the flash, we can see what appears to be a creepy face with glowing yellow eyes appearing before it vanishes. Lauren, haunted by this creepy face appearing in front of her cat, uploads the video to YouTube and Reddit, and as always, the skeptic army came out in force. Some Reddit users, like HatFMNell, speculate that, quote, "In the video, you can see that the face appears almost at the exact same time as the cat's eyes align with the camera and phone, and I am pretty sure it's just a filter trying to match what it assumed to be a face." But Lauren counters, saying she 100% did not use a filter, and questions the origin of the flash, highlighting that even beauty filters don't create new facial features, they only enhance what's already there. She even offers to debunk the filter theory with a future experiment. But that's not all. Despite having lived in her early 1900s built home for only 2 months, Lauren sometimes felt an inexplicable sense of being watched. Her roommates too have had their own eerie experiences, making one wonder just what histories and mysteries are entangled in the walls of this old home. After the terrifying discovery, Lauren and her roommates didn't take any chances. They promptly had the house spiritually cleansed, but the question lingers, was this a mere glitch? A haunting visage of something otherworldly? Or something darker? Share your thoughts below. If you're a fan of scary videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads. Jermaine Extremo, a young explorer from Argentina, live streams his exploration around a supposedly haunted cemetery. The cemetery is well known for sightings of ghosts, and visitors to the area have reported the sounds of footsteps close behind them, but when they turn around, no one's ever there. Jermaine spends some time exploring the cemetery. He then comes across an area known as the children's section and finds something creepy.
Me encuentro una ouija en un cementerio y cometo un gran error.
No, amigos y amigas, miren esto. No, no, no. Quiero creer... No quiero creer que estos sean gotas de... Gotas de sangre. Llévala. No me tienten. No me tienten, por favor. Ay, esta tumba. ¿Qué es esto? No, amigo, no, una cuija. Lo siento mucho. Voy a agarrar con la bolsa. No. Oh, ya fue, con las manos.
Jermaine spots a Ouija board that had been placed on a child's grave. Creeped out, but out of respect, he decides to remove the board. However, this turned out to be a very bad idea.
Lo siento, amigos, lo siento. Me voy. Disculpen amigos, disculpen de verdad, pero son oportunidades que pasan una vez en 1000 años. Así que me voy. Sí.
As Jermaine hastily makes his way to the entrance of the cemetery, his flashlight illuminates a mysterious figure which looks like a nun down one of the passageways, but Jermaine doesn't see it. A few nights later, at 3:35 in the morning, whoever or whatever this is appears to have followed him.
Miren amigos, son las, a ver si se ve, 3:35 de la madrugada. Otra vez me despierto por ruidos fuertes en el techo y cuando me asomo por la ventana, miren. ¿Qué es eso? Explíquenme. ¿Qué es eso? Vamos a ver de afuera. Vamos a ver si se ve de acá. No se ve. Miren. Miren. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué onda? Hola. ¿A quién busca? ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué onda? Miren, miren, miren. Enfoca, enfoca. Enfoca. Vamos a ver. ¿Qué? ¿Qué se hizo? ¿Pero si estaba para acá? Acá estaba parada. ¿Qué onda, loco? Vengo saliendo de ahí. Aquí estaba parada. Puta madre. Puta madre.
The same dark hooded figure sighted at the cemetery can be seen standing motionless in the street outside Jermaine's house, but when Jermaine goes out to confront it, it vanishes, never to be seen again. Or did it?
¡Hey! ¿Qué pasa? ¡Hey! ¿Hay alguien ahí? Otra vez. Verde, negro. Mierda. Otra vez. Otra vez lo mismo. Otra vez. No me puede estar pasando esto.
Jermaine's followers suggest that the dark, hooded figure is a malevolent entity that attached itself to him after he removed the Ouija board from the cemetery. However, some believe that Jermaine staged the entire incident for views. But what do you think? Did Jermaine unknowingly summon something sinister by taking the Ouija board from the grave? Or was it all just a clever ruse? Share your thoughts in the comments below. The next set of creepy clips was shared by TikTok user Pink86 after she and her daughter encountered something unexpected at a children's hospital in Phoenix, Arizona, USA.
Who is it?
It's so weird.
Is it you?
Is it me? It's not me.
It's motion sensor. There's no one over there. Okay, do it one more time.
Do it one more time, please.
Okay. One last time.
Okay. Wait, so are we friends now? Can you do it again if we're friends now?
Oh.
We're not friends? You don't like me? Okay.
Are you a doctor?
Are you a... Wait, so do it again if you're a doctor.
Strangely, the motion sensing tap seems to come on all on its own, and Pink86, who claims to have a strong spiritual connection, believes that a spirit might be controlling the water. She and her daughter try asking it questions, which it seems to respond to.
What's another character trait I could ask her?
How old she is? Are you 5?
Why would she be 5? She's a doctor.
Oh, a doctor? Are you a doctor?
Didn't she say she was a doctor? I don't know.
Are you a child?
Wait. Okay, are you a child? I'm sorry. I'm confused. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying you're a doctor. I got confused. I'm sorry. So,
Are you 5? Are you 6? 7?
8.
9? You're 9? You're 9 years old?
As they carry on asking questions, the tap comes on as if it's answering them. But, as commenters on Pink86's TikTok video pointed out, what Pink86 and her daughter think could be a ghost is more likely to be a faulty sensor. However, something much creepier is about to occur. Watch closely.
Name starts with a B? Is it Brianna?
Brittany. Is your name Brittany?
Is it Bianca?
That's a weird name.
I don't know. It's what
Came to mind?
Yeah.
Bianca? Can you move the curtains?
Do anything other than the water.
When asked if it can move the curtains, they immediately seem to flutter as if something has just moved past them, and then a dark shadow can be seen moving along them. Pink86 and her daughter don't seem to notice the shadow at the time, but cameras often pick up things that we humans don't see with the naked eye. What do you think this shadow was? Was it the ghostly entity that Pink86 believes has been controlling the tap? Or is there some other explanation? Share your thoughts below. Late one night on November the 30th, 2023, at around 4:10 in the morning, the uploader's daughter is awoken by something and couldn't go back to sleep. The next day, the uploader notices he has a notification on his phone from his Ring camera. Intrigued, he opens his Ring camera app and is floored by what he saw. At 4:10 in the morning, a blurry, white, thing materializes outside the uploader's house before it fades away like it was never there. Perhaps what is most striking is the fact that this mysterious blurry figure was captured at the same time his daughter woke up, but whoever or whatever this is remains a mystery. This next scary video comes from Reddit, but originally comes from an unknown source. The footage was recorded on a baby monitor in a mother's daughter's bedroom late one night on the 5th of March this year. In the video, the daughter can be seen playing with her toys long after bedtime, but as the night unfolds, something truly terrifying interrupts her innocent play.
Hey, can you play with me? Sure, I'll play with you. Do you want me to play? Yeah. Bling, 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 yum, dum, dum. What's going on? Let's go.
A toy under the young girl's bed suddenly begins playing the same song she was just humming, catching her attention. Curious, she peers under the bed, but then, horrifyingly, she is completely dragged underneath and disappears from view. Her mother, alerted by her daughter's cries, rushes in, but is understandably baffled by the inexplicable event. After reviewing the baby monitor footage, the entire family has been deeply shaken, keeping their daughter out of the room ever since, convinced that something malevolent was lurking under the bed that night. The video was uploaded to TikTok by the mother seeking answers, and commenters quickly expressed their shock and horror. Among the many concerned viewers, user Tiffers asked, "Have you checked under the bed?" In response, the mother shared this follow-up video.
So I've been getting a lot of questions. People have been asking me, have you been in the room? Have you guys looked under the bed? No, we haven't. We haven't been in the room in the last 2 days. We've been a little scared. I should not be this scared right now.
doll under her daughter's bed, but then, if you look closely, somehow it all of a sudden moves all by itself. Horrified, the mother flees the room in fear and apparently has kept the room securely locked. Viewers of these clips were left horrified, with many believing that the daughter's room is haunted by something evil. But what's your opinion on these recordings? Is something sinister lurking underneath the girl's bed? Use the comments to share your thoughts. This next ghost video was uploaded to the subreddit Paranormal Encounters by a user named Blonde in the Woods. The user explains that she received the following clip from her husband's best friend after he set up indoor CCTV cameras around his home. Apparently, prior to installing the cameras, the homeowner had always felt like something was in the house with him. Eventually, he sold the house. A few months later, the new owners moved in, but not long after moving in, they started experiencing paranormal activity in and around their new home. Objects would be misplaced, and loud banging sounds would echo in the night, waking the family from their sleep. The new owners wanted to get to the bottom of these bizarre but frightening occurrences, and visited their neighbour who put them in touch with the previous owner, the OP's husband's best friend. They asked if he ever experienced anything in the house, to which he replied, yes, regularly. The new owners then shared this video with him, which was captured in their living room when nobody was home. An orb quickly glides upwards before it manifests into some sort of figure. The figure quickly moves along before disappearing out of sight. But what makes this even more creepy is that we can hear the words "help" right as the figure is seen. Redditors have been left spooked by this clip, with many believing this to be a genuine ghost caught on camera due to the orb appearing, turning into a figure, and the sort of floating like movement of whoever this is. But what do you think? Is this a ghost caught on camera? Let me know. The unseen. In the hallowed halls of learning, school caretakers often hear tales from imaginative students, stories that border on the implausible. However, when a group of school children urgently alerted one such caretaker about unusual, perhaps even paranormal occurrences inside a classroom, what he discovered sent shivers down his spine.
Aquí otra vez en los segundos, vamos a ir al segundo L, creo que son como las 2:17 de la mañana. Vamos a ver qué pedo. Se metió un ratero. Según se mueven las bancas, pero vamos a ver. Son las 2:10. Oh, la chingada. No mames. Qué verga.
One of the desks moves across the floor with its chair. The man jumps, but stays for a moment. Seconds later, another desk is violently moved too. The caretaker then decides to get out of there. So, what could have possibly caused such disturbances? A genuine paranormal encounter or a well-executed prank? Use the comments to share your thoughts. This next creepy clip for today was uploaded to YouTube over 3 years ago by a user named jbish26 and is titled Ghost Caught on Wise Camera. Apparently, while jbish26 was on holiday, he received a notification of movement detected from one of his home security cameras, but his home was supposed to be empty. Confused, jbish26 opens his camera app and what he saw gave him nightmares he will never forget. Caught on JBish 26's motion sensor security camera when nobody was home. A mysterious figure slowly peeks out from behind a door frame before ducking away out of sight. JBish 26 is adamant that this is a ghost caught on camera and even answering numerous questions in the comments. Some people suggest it might be an intruder, but what do you think? Ghost in JBish 26's empty home, or even scarier, an intruder? Let me know down below. Paranormal activity. The next ghost video comes from one of my favourite ghost hunting channels, Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations. The ghost hunters uploaded this creepy video at the beginning of December when they visited the Viaduct Tavern to conduct a paranormal investigation. The Viaduct Tavern was built in the mid-1800s, directly opposite a prison built all the way back in the early 1200th century. There have been numerous reports of paranormal activity at the Viaduct Tavern, which were reported by several of the owners, dozens of staff, and guests to the Viaduct Tavern over the years. Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations set up their equipment, including static cameras on each floor, pointing down the hallways, and within minutes, things start to get creepy.
We've got a motion detector at the door there. If it picks up any movement, the light will come on. So can I speak to whoever it was that's here that levitated the carpet off the floor? Hello? Is there someone up there? There was like, I don't know what it was. Some sort of noise from on the stairwell or further up the stairs. Did you hear that? It was like a door moved. Hello? The sound of a door moves from somewhere nearby. Here is the enhanced audio taken from Static Cam 3 covering the hallway. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Hello? I can hear you. I can hear you walking. There was a few footsteps on the floor above us. As I stand on the stairs to the 4th floor, I hear footsteps above me on the floorboards. Here is the audio taken from static cam 5, which is located up on the 4th floor.
Kate, please come through.
There you go. That's what I was hearing downstairs.
Kate, tell me your name, your full name. We can find out. Find out what happened to you and whether the person that did it was caught and punished.
Jesus. Hey there, there was someone stood by me.
Okay.
There was someone stood right by me then. Oh, hang on a minute. That is the clearest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, calm down.
There.
Okay.
I was stood here. No.
Okay.
It was there.
Perhaps you can answer a question for us? Are these actual cells that were used in the Giltspur Street Compter? If you've been wrongly accused, can you speak into the red light and tell us what you want to say?
If I knew your full name, I could look in the newspapers, the old newspapers, and find out what happened to the person that did that terrible thing to you. That's all I need from you, is your surname. So if I hold this out...
Guys?
Yeah?
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Something's in that room. It just went past the window and I've got it on film. Something went across that window.
Kate?
As the team are alone in the tavern, a door on the 3rd floor mysteriously opens and closes by itself. Then the sound of knocking and footsteps can be heard walking on the wooden floorboards on an upper floor. The team then make their way to the top floor of the haunted tavern, where supposedly the landlady's daughter witnessed paranormal activity. Phil decides to call out, and then suddenly Mark becomes startled by a figure standing right by him, and in the moment when Mark jumps away, he managed to capture the face of whatever was standing right by him. Captured on Mark's night vision camera, a distorted face of someone or something can be seen for a split second, but the question is, who is it? Then, as the ghost hunters are down in the basement, loud footsteps can be heard walking quickly on the floorboards above them, and their motion detector placed upstairs triggers by something we can't see. The team then move back upstairs and ask a series of questions, and then captured on Jeff's camera, a mysterious black shadowy figure can be seen quickly passing in front of a window, not once, but twice. At first, it moves from right to left before moving back the opposite way. So, did Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations capture real paranormal activity at this haunted tavern? You tell me. This next creepy clip was uploaded to TikTok by a user named DJ Hillier. The user's account is centered around her adorable son Declan, but nothing supernatural at all. That is, until this video. We're making a video of the upkeep involved in her house. She caught something which has left her frightened.
John!
Dark, ominous figure can be seen creepily peering in through the window, but when she rushes out to check who it is, the figure has mysteriously vanished. What is even perhaps more confusing is that the window is quite high up, meaning that whoever or whatever this is would have to have been around 8 feet tall. So who, or rather, what is this mysterious dark figure seen peering in through this family's window? Use the comments to share your thoughts. This next creepy video comes from the popular urban exploration channel, The Bearded Explorer. Colin ventures out on a solo exploration of an abandoned haunted house located somewhere in the French countryside. The house, sprawling over 2 levels, seems frozen in time, with possessions from its last occupant still scattered around. In the video, Colin explores the old house, taking pictures for his social media fans before eventually calling it a day. Throughout the video, it's clear that there was never another soul in the house with him, and even Colin, an experienced urban explorer, never saw or heard anyone else inside the house. So, when he watched this footage back, his jaw dropped.
Right guys, well that is it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Please go and check out the Instagram, which is _. Also go and check out the Facebook page. Like always, I'll put all the pictures on Facebook, 10 of us on Instagram, and I'll see you on next week's video.
Unaware to Colin at the time, the curtain in a window behind him is pulled by someone or something, but throughout the video, it's clear that the house was empty. After uploading this video to YouTube, Colin's viewers were left spooked, with many suggesting something paranormal was at play. But one commenter, Marco1591, spotted something else earlier on in Colin's video, which has left him absolutely creeped out.
So we'll start with this one first, because this one looks like it's got a lot of stuff inside, and it has. I've got some more photographs here, look. He looks a little bit like Nicholas Lyndhurst. Wow. Just look at the stuff in here, it's so old. The ceiling is completely covered in mould. Bit of condensation up in the corner again. Look at this, the cupboard completely filled with clothes still. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Look at that, it looks as if something's been climbing in. Oh God.
Let's see that again. Tell me in the comments if you notice it.
Look at this, the cupboard completely filled with clothes still.
What looks like a pair of feet can be seen in the reflection of a mirror, just standing there behind a curtain, right near Colin, who doesn't notice it. However, seconds later when the camera pans back, there's no feet, but it gets even weirder. Before Colin entered the room, if you look here, the feet aren't there. This video has left Colin the Bearded Explorer's viewers spooked, with people believing he captured something paranormal at this old abandoned house due to the fact he explored the house top to bottom and analysed every intricate detail for the perfect photographs for his social media. And well, people just trust Colin. But what's your verdict?
Guys, but that is it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Please go and check out the Instagram, which is the Bearded Explorer_.
Trail of Terror. In the depths of Oregon's picturesque wilderness, Motoins from TikTok embarked on what he expected to be a regular biking adventure. Known for sharing his thrilling dirt bike adventures, one particular journey took an unexpected, eerie turn.
That's kind of creepy. This way. This is where most people would turn around. If you turn around, you never get to see what's on the other side. That's where all the gold is waiting over there. Could be missing out what's on the other side. Hello?
While out all alone in the woods, a voice saying, "Hey," or "Help," can be heard echoing through the trees around Ethan. Then, suddenly, he hears the sound of sticks breaking nearby, as if something's moving towards him. Ethan then gets on his bike and flees in fear. Ethan posts this video to TikTok, which unsurprisingly sparks a debate in the comments. Users argued that the sounds are from either a quote, skinwalker or Bigfoot. However, others suggest it's simply just a bobcat or mountain lion. Curious to find out what it was, Ethan returns to the location, and what he captures made his blood turn cold.
Oh god, bones are still here. I don't like this at all. Oh god, there's even more bones than last time. It's been a few months since I filmed the last video, because honestly I've just been too scared to come up here. Definitely a lot more overgrown than last time. I'm hoping that since it's been such a long time that I don't think anything will happen this time. I think that tree is actually gone. This road's been cleared. Looks like we've already passed it a while ago, but that tree is gone. Oh! It's just dark as hell in here. I'm probably gonna turn around soon. Oh, there's two ways. Holy crap, dude, this trail goes on forever. It just got really quiet really fast. That was my fucking cue to go. That was my cue to leave.
Ethan discovers that the trail becomes unusually dark the further he goes. Suddenly, everything goes quiet. Even the birds don't dare to chirp. Then, out of the bushes, a mysterious pale figure appears. Without a second thought, Ethan bolts out of there. When Ethan got home, he was able to get a better look at what he captured in the video, and, understandably, it chilled him to his core. Some sort of pale humanoid creature thing with glowing eyes can be seen watching, or maybe even hunting Ethan from the dark forest. But what is it? TikTok users have been left terrified by these creepy videos uploaded by Motoins, with many still questioning just what on earth is this thing Ethan captured on camera. Viewers are demanding Ethan to go back and make a part 3, but Ethan seems declined to do that. So what do you think this pale figure could be? A bobcat or something more mysterious? You tell me. This next entry was shared on Facebook by Brenner Key, but originally comes from the page Ghosts of London. The picture, taken by a stationary motion sensor wildlife camera on a private property, caught something far more creepy than just an animal. Caught on a static motion sensor camera used to record footage of animals, a mysterious blurry figure can be seen. This foggy configuration looks to be like commenter Laura Speak says, quote, "A lady in a long dress with a shawl around her shoulders." The owner of the land and the photo is, well, confused, as with very high razor wire fencing surrounding his property, there is simply no way that someone could have entered. What's even more eerie is that his other cameras rarely catch anything at all, only animals on the odd night. So what do you think this is? Is this a ghost caught on camera as Facebook users believe? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Who is that? This next ghost video has been shared before, however, I haven't seen it featured anywhere recently. The video clip was filmed back in 2016 by a Brazilian news station who were recording the scene of a car crash on the BR-262 highway in Brazil. According to the news station, a lorry turned over and crushed a small car. The occupants of the small car didn't survive. The news station covered the scene of the accident, but while filming the wrecked vehicles, they captured this on camera. Captured on camera by a news station, a mysterious pale face can be seen through the front windshield. But who is it? After conducting a thorough inspection of the vehicle, emergency crews found no survivors inside the vehicle, and news crews were only allowed to film some time after the emergency services had finished their inspection. So could this be the spirit of one of the occupants who sadly passed away from the collision? You tell me. Ghost caught on camera. This next ghost video comes from the subreddit Ghosts, uploaded by the user Editor1289. Editor1289 claims to be a video editor who was tasked by a director to put together a documentary using camera footage taken from inside the director's house. This particular video is titled, "Is it possible for film footage to cause a haunting?" And well, after reading several of the comments posted beneath this video, it seems that that could be a possibility. Captured on an indoor CCTV camera, a child-sized white apparition can be seen walking into a room before it disappears into thin air. Commenters on this video claim to have suffered nightmares after watching this video. However, others argue that the video is a straight-up hoax. Editor1289 defended himself by saying that the director says he lives alone. It's not just this video. I have been editing lots of security cam clips from this house for the documentary. Several show what looks like a little girl, others show pieces of furniture moving on their own, and several have weird voices and laughing in the middle of the night when the director claims no one was home. So, what do you think? Is this the ghost of a little girl caught on camera, or is Editor1289 making it all up? You tell me. We've just launched our YouTube membership program, and I'm excited to invite you to become a part of it. By joining, you'll get access to members only content, priority replies from us in the comments, loyalty badges next to your name, and much more. Plus, you'll be supporting the channel directly, which helps us to keep creating the content you love to watch. To support us, just hit the join button below this video. It's that simple. Whether you decide to join or not, I'm grateful for your support. And if you're not ready to join yet, but love watching scary videos, then please, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you never miss a scary video. figures. The video you're about to see comes from the Italian paranormal investigation channel PIT, where they explore an old underground bunker beneath a forest miles out in the middle of nowhere. Apparently, local people claim to have heard gunshots and say the bunker is haunted by soldiers who passed away inside the bunker during World War II. At around the 15-minute mark, the team use a spirit box device and ask a bunch of questions, where they get a lot of strange responses. However, during their spirit box session, they hear strange sounds coming from somewhere in the darkness. One of the team, Simone, snaps a picture and captures something lurking in the shadows.
E che qui un po' tutto non capisci da dove arrivano. Bravo, è quello che stavo per dirti. Raga. Che cos'è quello, raga? C'è qualcuno. Raga, cos'è? C'è qualcuno. Ok, c'è qualcuno, guarda. Guarda lì, che c'è un'ombra. In mezzo al corridoio.
La vedi?
In mezzo al corridoio.
Ho sentito qualcosa, ragazzi.
C'è qualcuno.
Captured mid-movement, a dark shadowy figure can be seen wandering at the end of one of the tunnels. The paranormal investigators all become spooked by this dark figure lurking in the darkness near them, but Paolo isn't too concerned. He decides to split up from the group and venture off alone through the tunnels, and what he sees sends shivers down his spine.
Hey?
E abbiamo sentito quei passi correre prima, cioè...
Sì.
Non è che stavano scappando da noi, si stavano organizzando.
Ehi? Chi c'è? Raga! Non potete capire! Cosa è successo? C'era qualcuno in fondo al corridoio! Come qualcuno? C'era veramente un'ombra! Raga, l'ho filmato! C'era qualcuno! C'era qualcuno che quando è passato nel corridoio è passato avanti!
As Paolo is exploring one of the dark tunnels alone, he senses something in front of him. Then, when he pans the camera down the tunnel, another dark, shadowy figure can be seen walking at the end of the tunnel. Paolo sees it and quickly runs after it, but when he gets to where the figure was just seen, the figure has mysteriously vanished. And do you know what makes this catch even creepier? Is that where the figure walked to is completely blocked off by rubble. So what do you think? Did PIT capture paranormal activity inside this old World War II bunker? You tell me. This next creepy video comes from the popular Czech urban exploration channel TV Twix. The team head out on a ghost hunt to an old slaughterhouse known as the Zavarov poultry plant, where they claim to have filmed, quote, a poltergeist in an abandoned dissection room.
Kámo, viděl jsi to?
Co?
Co?
Řekni si, kde byl.
Kámo, jo.
Je to vidět na tom videu, nebo ne? Vidím.
Kámo, asi jo.
While talking about the room, a hanging wire that was previously still suddenly moves mysteriously all by itself. It takes a few moments for them to realise what has happened, however, things were about to get even weirder.
Já nevím, kámo.
A čum, i když to jako se zkusíme jako ustabilizovat, tak stejně se to jakoby trošičku jakoby hejbe, víš? Všim si z toho? Víš?
Jako ale vítr tady, kámo. Kámo.
To byla ta židle teď?
Jo, hej, viděli jste to lidi?
Kámo, co si to do s náma hraje, vole. Projeď se nám, jestli si tady, dotkni se těch přístrojů, zkus něco s něčím pohnout, něco posunout. Kámo, ta židle zase, vole.
Kámo, hej, já bych si s tím dal...
Kámo, já bych šel do toho radši dál, vole,
já
víš
taky,
co?
vole.
Kámo, čekuj. Já jste vidět lidi, a ta židle se fucking klá, kde byl.
Jde to vidět, kámo.
Kámo, ven tu kameru a natoč to zblízka.
Já to přiblížím, kámo.
Nebo vidět, že fakt nikdo nic s ničím nedělá.
a chair moves abruptly on its own, startling the pair. Confused, they look around, and then the chair moves again, somehow, by itself. Then, caught on camera, a mysterious white figure can be seen moving in the hallway before it disappears out of sight. The pair, unaware to the presence lurking in the hallway nearby, were only made aware to it after uploading this video to YouTube when eagle-eyed viewers pointed it out. TV Twix says that this is, quote, a poltergeist, and their viewers believe it is too. But what do you think? Did these ghost hunters capture paranormal activity on camera? Let me know down in the comments. Poltergeist activity. This next creepy video comes from the YouTube channel The Wind Call and was uploaded over 11 years ago. The Wind Call claims to have captured, quote, poltergeist activity in their living room, and many of his viewers agree this could be true. In the video, the Wind Call explains that for a while, strange things had been occurring around their home. The sounds of doors closing by themselves became a regular thing, and they'd often come home to find their home in a mess. The Wind Call decided to set up cameras around their home to see if they could capture any of these strange occurrences on camera. They set up 2 in the living room, centered around the main activity, and this is what they caught. An object on the table mysteriously flies up into the air before crashing back down. Then another object flings off the table onto the floor, somehow by itself. Now, do you remember I mentioned the Wind Call set up 2 cameras in the living room? Well, here's footage taken from the second camera at exactly the same time. YouTube viewers believe this footage to be legit due to both the cameras recording exactly the same thing, although they were covering different angles of the room, and that any trickery would have been caught on the second camera. But what do you think? Is this proof there's a poltergeist haunting the Wind Call's home? Leave a comment below with what you're thinking. This next creepy clip comes from the subreddit Ghosts, uploaded by Betonio42. While on a late night gaming session with a friend, his webcam captured something which still, to this day, has left him lost for words. Did you see it? As Betonio is saying his goodbyes, something white appears for a split second right next to Betonio, but what was it? Betonio says that, quote, while I was saying goodbye, a tiny little arm just popped at the left of my webcam. He also says that his bedroom was locked, no animals were in his room, and that his windows were closed as well. At first, he thought it might be dust, but then says that there wasn't any wind or airflow. He concludes that he doesn't have any answer on what it could be. But do you know what it could be? Leave a comment with your thoughts. The traffic stop. This next creepy clip was captured on a body cam and uploaded to the TikTok account Security98. The clip you're about to see shows a police officer performing a traffic stop when he witnesses something which he can't explain.
Like somebody's in the car. I swear to God, I saw somebody in the car. This is some spooky shit right here. I'm gonna have to call this in the sheriff's department. I don't hear the music no more.
Did you catch it? As the police officer approaches the vehicle, a hand from someone or something can be seen pressed against the passenger door window, but when the officer checks inside, no one's there. The officer heads back to his car, but when he returns, the radio of the vehicle he pulled over has now mysteriously begun to play music, and the officer becomes even more creeped out. So what do you think? Did this police officer encounter something paranormal during a traffic stop? Let me know what you think. The Figure. Ghost hunter and urban explorer Jay from the YouTube channel The Journey is the Destination uploaded this creepy video a while back when he and another paranormal investigation team spectral researchers visited a supposedly haunted house. The ghost hunters explore the abandoned house, and not long into their investigation they capture something on their SLS motion detection camera.
As we explore the house, Robert picks up a figure on the SLS camera. I begin to make my way towards him and notice that my K2 meter also is lighting up, which indicates a spirit's presence nearby. But what happens next is far harder to explain.
Yeah,
look, he's bobbing down.
He's bobbing down
It's
like
like-
it.
oh,
Like
yeah.
it. Yeah.
He'll like put his head down like.
Like he's ducking. Now you're pushing him down. Literally like ducking, like, hey.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen anything like that before.
Literally like ducking, like, hey.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen anything like that before.
We had it at the May Stringer house when Debbie went to go pat Molly on the head.
Captured on the ghost hunter's SLS camera, a mysterious figure can be seen standing in the corner, but when Jay reaches out with his K2 meter, figure seen on the SLS camera appears to duck down and move out of the way of the K2 device. The ghost hunters become freaked out, as they've never seen anything like this before. So what do you think happened here? Did these ghost hunters capture a ghost on their SLS camera at this haunted house? You tell me. No motion detected. I found this creepy clip on the TikTok account Alicia Psych. Now before I go any further, I'd just like to mention that Alicia's account has absolutely nothing to do with ghosts, paranormal, fake videos, or anything like that. Her account is all about travelling, shopping, and her everyday life. However, Alicia uploaded this particular video looking for answers about some weird things that had been happening in her grandmother's house.
So if there's any like supernatural or like spirity people that can explain these next videos, please watch this. So my nanny passed away a couple of weeks ago and my mum has been clearing out her house. Nanny has a camera installed on the inside of her house, so it just faces her living room, her front door and her stairs. You'll see it in the next clips, but the past couple of days something really weird has happened. So no one else has a key to my nanny's house apart from my mum, so that's really important for this. So this is the first clip. Here's my mum leaving my nanny's house. This is around 2:30, and she doesn't come back until the next morning. So there's nothing on the floor, there's nothing in sight, specifically at the door there's nothing left there. So my mum leaves, doesn't come back, nobody else comes into the house. This is in the next morning. My mum is so confused because there's a gift bag left at the door. Nobody has had access to this house. The ring camera didn't pick up any motion in between my mum leaving and my mum arriving back with any person detected. So this is what was left at the door. She's so confused. She says she remembers leaving that bag upstairs. There's a pair of slippers in it.
Captured on a motion detection camera inside Alicia's grandmother's home, we can see Alicia's mother leaving through the front door. However, when she returns the next morning, a gift bag has mysteriously appeared next to the door. And what makes this so bizarre is that the camera records constantly 24/7, but no motion was detected in between her mother leaving and returning. Alicia mentions that nobody, only Alicia's mother, has access to her grandmother's home. So just how did this gift bag appear by the door? Well, just take a look at this.
This video is not edited. Watch right here. I'm just gonna show it again.
In what Alicia says is an unedited video, the gift bag bizarrely appears out of nowhere. No motion detected, no cuts, no people, just a gift bag appearing out of nowhere. Alicia's viewers were left stunned by this video she uploaded to TikTok, with several commenting saying they encountered similar unexplainable events after their family members passed away, and many agree that it's likely her grandmother placed the bag there. But what do you think happened here in Alicia's grandmother's house? Let me know down below. The apparition. This next ghost video comes from the popular YouTube channel Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. Kent Burrows, the man behind the channel, explains that he believes that his house is haunted and has uploaded numerous scary ghost videos to his Ghosts of Carmel, Maine YouTube channel, many of which are quite compelling. This particular video was uploaded on the 9th of August this year and is titled Amazing Ghost Encounters Beyond the Grave, and Kent claims that the following video you're about to see is 100% real. Kent sets up his equipment, including an SLS camera, and this is what he caught on camera.
I kept hearing loud movement sounds in the garage. At the same time, I'm feeling that strange sensation on my skin, as if some magnetic force is pulling on me. This is the same feeling I got a few days prior in the basement. When the laser lights from the laser grid hits my eyes from the peripheral side, I see strange anomalies standing right in front of me. It's as if the light is causing a reflection of an apparition. My eyes didn't feel right. I thought maybe I was seeing things. I even go as far as rubbing my eyes. I walk up to the SOS cam to see if any anomalies are being captured. A spirit also gives me a warning.
Why are you still bringing up the basement?
While the laser light from the SOS cam hits my eyes, once again I see something strange in the garage looking back at me. The camera also captures what I saw. Is Rachel still with me here? I know without a doubt, based on what I saw and felt in real time, this is an apparition standing in the garage. This is not pareidolia. When the spirit said get out, I don't believe this is something to be messed with. This incident raises a lot of questions about seeing apparitions or strange anomalies from the peripheral vision. Is it possible under the right conditions? When certain lights reflect off the lens of the human eye, does this reveal apparitions or other anomalies in the peripheral vision? On many occasions, the peripheral vision of the camera lens will capture strong images most people write off as pareidolia. What I saw in the garage is exactly what the camera captured. I'll be conducting more research into this.
What looks like a ghostly apparition with dark hair is caught on Kent's camera. Kent's viewers were astonished by this capture, with many claiming it to be the spirit of a woman. But what do you think? Is this a spirit as Kent's viewers claim? You tell me. Phantom of the Cinema. These creepy clips were uploaded to the TikTok account Resiux. Resiux explains that he works in a movie theatre, and late one night, while he was working the closing shift, he captured, quote, the scariest thing he's ever seen.
So I work in a movie theater, and we have to check the theaters at night. You know, once you're done closing as an usher, you just flash the camera. You gotta check the door, and then you have to check behind these curtains just to make sure no hobos are back here. You know, no one's back here. And then you just go and... What the f? I just saw somebody up here, and it's the scariest I've ever seen, dude. Like, I was just down here, and I was back down there in that corner right there, and I literally just like can't... What the f?
While doing the final checks in the auditorium, Resiuk spots a dark figure peeking through the projection booth window. It's quite hard to see, but if we zoom in, we can see something dark peeking out, before it quickly ducks away out of view. Resiuk goes up to investigate, and at first, the room seems empty, but then, right at the opposite side of the room, someone or something can be seen peeking out before it quickly slips away. TikTok viewers were left terrified by these creepy clips. Many agree that the cinema Resiuk works at is haunted. But what do you think? Is this something paranormal, or is it all just for views? You tell me. Was it the wind? This next creepy clip shows a bizarre, yet scary moment captured on CCTV that might be evidence of something paranormal. However, I'll play the clip and you can make up your own mind. The video, captured on a home security camera in broad daylight, starts off pretty normal with a cat sitting peacefully on a doormat. Then, suddenly, half the rug flips over on top of the cat, causing the poor kitty to jump away in shock. Now, we have one of these rugs in our backyard, and they're designed to not flip over like this. In fact, it's one of the few items that stayed exactly where it was during a terrible storm we encountered not long ago. So, I just can't see this being the wind, but what do you think caused the rug to flip over? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Lily the Haunted Doll. In the cozy corners of Tiberius Woodbeard's home, he intended to capture a touching moment between his wife and their pet cockatiel for his YouTube channel. But while the bird chirped and his wife pouted her lips, an uninvited guest in the form of a doll named Lily decided to steal the limelight.
Kiss? It's not a kiss, Isa. Come on, kiss.
Oh well. She tries.
As the camera rolls, Lily, seemingly dormant in the background, begins to display some unsettling behaviour. With eerie precision, she shifts her head, seemingly to observe the bonding between Tiberius's wife and their pet. Moments later, she moves again, as if imbued with a life of her own. Titled Lily the Haunted Doll, one has to wonder if this video truly gives credence to the doll's reputed supernatural reputation. What's your verdict? Haunted artifact or a mere coincidence? Share your thoughts. Uploaded to TikTok by Nikisha McDonald, aka Strong Waterfall Woman, this video has left her and her viewers spooked. Nikisha, who lives alone, records a TikTok video for her followers showcasing her new makeup. However, all alone in her home, she didn't expect to capture someone else in the video.
Okay, so I put it on. But yeah, I always feel amazing when I have red lipstick on. I don't know why. I don't know why.
At first, there's nobody, but when the camera pans back, someone who Nikisha doesn't recognise can be seen in the background behind her. Nikisha says that whoever this is quote, a ghost sitting on my couch. And her viewers agree. But what's your verdict? Is this a ghost as Nikisha says? You tell me. Poltergeist activity. This next mysterious clip was uploaded to the internet by a user named Franco TV. Frank visits one of the most haunted locations in Iowa, the Malvern Manor. Malvern Manor was built as a hotel in the late 1800s, then eventually became a nursing home, a halfway house, and then a care facility for those suffering from mental illnesses before closing for good in 2005. Paranormal activity has been witnessed by dozens of people at the Malvern Manor. Disembodied voices, coughs, coughs, footsteps, banging sounds, and eyewitness accounts of shadow figures and full-bodied apparitions have been reported throughout the Malvern Manor. Frank starts his exploration inside the haunted Malvern Manor alone, or so he thought.
I'm gonna use the K2 because this thing goes off like crazy here. And I want to see if it will do the same thing. Now, is that a creeper? That's a creeper. I think I remember in this room there was a doll that used to be laying on the bed. Maybe a patient was here and... Listen. That f***ing toy. There's nothing in this room either. Look at this. And that toy keeps going off. So I'm gonna take the toy with me, and I want to see if this thing goes off. Can you move the ball or pick it up? All I want to do... Holy shit. Are you messing with me? Is that you?
No thanks.
No thanks. You don't want to play with me. That's fine.
Dead.
You're dead? It sounded like it said, no thanks, I'm dead.
While Frank is exploring the Malvern Manor, a child's toy turns on its own. He decides he's going to carry the toy with him and moves to another part of the building. A few minutes later, Frank throws a ball in the hopes that if a child ghost is around, that it might decide to play with it. Then, as Frank goes to pick up the ball, a sound behind him startles him. He spins around, but no one's there. Only the sound of creepy laughter can be heard coming from the dark corridor in front of him. Frank asks if the ghost is messing with him and if it wants to play. A voice comes through saying, no thanks, and dead. But what happens next is truly creepy.
At this point now, I'm going to make my way to the second floor. I've been down here for a couple of hours now, and I want to see what's going to happen on the second floor, so I brought some toys with me. This is the creepy floor. I hate this floor. This is where you pretty much hear a lot of the footsteps walking down as you're just kind of like in a room or something. This is where a lot of that tends to happen. I just now put the toy there. That has went on a couple of times, and I think it went on in one of my last videos as well. I want to see if it does the same thing this one. I'm gonna close the door, and I do have this ball here that I'm gonna use for instigating. Could you tell me your name? Who am I speaking with? I know you're here with me in the room. Just talk to me and tell me your name. Anna. Who's Anna? The door just opened. Hello? The door opened and it looked like it just closed. door just went on the inside.
After a few hours, Frank makes his way up to the second floor, where apparently a lot of the activity occurs. He brings the toys with him in the hopes of instigating some sort of response. Frank explains that footsteps are often heard in the corridor of the second floor, and that a woman sadly passed away in one of the upstairs rooms. Frank decides that this would be the perfect room to continue his investigation in. He puts the touch-activated toy on a cupboard and closes the door. Then Frank asks, "Who am I speaking with?" And a female voice comes through his device saying, "Anna." Before he can say anything more, the door he closed somehow opens all on its own. Frank notices it, but as he's getting up, the toy all of a sudden turns on, saying the words, "Hello." Frank decides to move to the other side of the house to continue his investigation and captures this on camera.
Do you want me to leave? Josh? 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 What the is that?
While Frank is investigating the other side of the house, the sounds of someone running can be heard echoing through the area Frank's in. Frank becomes terrified and rushes to check who's there, but no one's around. He ends up back downstairs, and then, all of a sudden, captured on Frank's static night vision camera upstairs pointing at the toy can be seen mysteriously turning on by itself, and then it rolls off the table, crashing onto the floor directly above Frank. Frank's viewers were on the edge of their seats throughout this investigation at the haunted Malvern Manor, with many agreeing that whatever made those running sounds was likely a spirit that resides in the old building. Frank says that everything that occurred during his exploration at the haunted Malvern Manor was, quote, poltergeist activity. But what do you think? Did Frank capture evidence of paranormal activity at this haunted house? You tell me. Not alone. This next creepy video was uploaded to the YouTube channel Hunting the Unknown. In the video, Alex decides to use the Randonautica app, which is an app that has gained a reputation for leading people to disturbing places. Alex, all alone, decides to use the Randonautica app and quickly regrets it.
You can't really see, guys, but that is where the location is. It is in here. How spooky that looks, guys. Okay guys, I'm literally walking up to it now. Oh. I'm not sure if you see that from there. It's a crypt, man. It's a legit crypt. Oh mate, trash barrels are going. I don't want to go in there, guys. We're outside, someone scream. I don't want to go too far, guys. This place is just weird. There is a church just down there, but it's saying for me to stay. It's the pin is in this location I am now. It's just freezing cold. I'm sure I just scream. You just feel like you're being watched. It's a spooky place. I'm pretty sure I screamed. I was in the car, knock on the door. What the f? What is that? What the f is that? What the f? What the?
As soon as Alex arrives at the location, he feels creeped out by the place he's been directed to. A few steps down the road, he discovers that he's actually been sent to a crypt in an old graveyard. Alex approaches, and the sound of church bells can be heard ringing. Then, what sounds like people screaming can be heard coming from somewhere in the darkness surrounding Alex, although nobody is there but him. Then, later in the video, Alex spots a strange white object in a tangle of bushes and zooms in, and what appears to be a pale white face with what looks like black eyes can be seen staring directly at Alex. Alex decides he's had enough and takes off running in absolute fear. So what do you think happened here? Did Alex capture paranormal activity at this old graveyard? And just who or what is this staring at him from the darkness? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Eyes in the Abyss. This next creepy video comes from the popular YouTube exploration channel The Old Days. Matt sets off on a solo camping adventure in a haunted cave located miles out in the Australian outback. Armed with his backpack and camera, Matt is dropped off in the middle of nowhere and makes his way towards the cave.
I've just been dropped off on the side of the road, which is probably about 2 k's that way. We are steaming our way through this dry bushland in search of this haunted cave. All right, so the whole entire reason why we're doing this mission today, one of my real good mates who lives just up here, he said to me, he went to visit this cave, he walked into the cave, he reckons that there's a man-made ladder which you can climb down, and as he was climbing down the cave, he had this super uneasy feeling, like he reckons it was like nothing he's ever felt before, like he felt like he was like being watched. He had like cold shivers over his body, and he reckons he's like, this is like a pretty manly dude, and he reckons he was like fully wigging out. Like he sort of went into the cave a little bit, and he just had that feeling of like he was being watched or there was something going on in the cave. So he reckons he hightailed it out of there, and he told me about it, and he said to me, you will not go and sleep in that cave. And I was like, yes, I will. So here we are, we're in the middle of the bush. We are steaming towards the cave right now, and once we find the cave, we're gonna crawl inside. We are gonna sleep there for the whole entire night.
Matt seems in good spirits as he makes his way over to the cave. Once inside though, he starts to see what his friend was talking about. He can't believe how creepy it is. The deeper Matt goes, the more terrifying it gets. By about 8:30 at night, Matt begins hearing noises, and he starts to feel like he's being watched.
It is 11:14 at night. We're nearly at midnight. One crazy thing is, it's a full moon tonight as well, so all of the weird things are in our favour. I did have a spoon for my baked beans, but the spoon is gone, so we're just going to drink it out of the can. It's still going to be delicious as always. That is beautiful. Baked beans in a haunted cave. Oh my f***ing God. That was the sound. That is the sound. Did you hear that? Look at my arms. I got full goosebumps.
As Matt's talking about what he's going through, the creepy noise he's been hearing is caught on camera for the first time, and understandably, he begins to panic.
The chain's moving when I climb down the ladder. It's a big, heavy, thick chain. Wind can't move that. I pray, I really hope you guys heard that chain move just then. It is 100% now. I heard it before. I'm 100% certain it's the chain that I walked in, that you climbed down into this cave on. It's moving. Now, you can't move that chain with wind. It's way too heavy. There is no wind coming in here. There's no wind even for... Holy shit. Oh, fucking God. Look. You must have heard that just then. Look at my arms, dude. Oh, this is fucked. Holy shit. That's not normal, dude. Well, I'm freaking out.
Matt realizes the creepy sound he's been hearing is the chain ladder he climbed down to get into the cave. Freaking out, he goes to take a look, but doesn't find anyone. The next morning, Matt climbs out the cave, and when doing so, captures this.
In the cave, dehydration levels are extremely high. Oh, breathing that air, it's beautiful. Look at this. There it is. There's the cave we just spent the night in.
Did you see it? It happens so fast that if you blink, you'll miss it. As Matt's leaving the cave, something with glowing eyes quickly peeks out of the cave's entrance. The creepiest part is that Matt spent the whole night in that dark cave alone with whatever this thing is. Viewers were on the edge of their seats watching Matt solo camp inside this haunted cave, and many agree with user Lucky20290 that quote, "You know it's serious when someone who lives in Australia is scared." But what's your take on this video? Did Matt encounter something paranormal? You tell me. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you're a fan of scary content, make sure you check out either of these two videos here. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe so you'll never miss any of our weekly uploads. See you next time.